Manifestation is not about controlling an outcome. It's about becoming the person who's ready to receive it. Are you ready to receive what you really want? That trust and knowing that the universe has your back is what allows you to be a conduit through which inspiration directs you, signs are gifted to you, invisible doors open for you. And in those aligned moments, we know and remember where our true power lies.
In order to receive that which you are intending, you must become a vibrational match for what you want to attract into your life. And the easiest way to become a vibrational match to what you want is to focus on creating the positive emotions of love, joy, appreciation, and gratitude throughout your day. Because those are the feelings you'd have if you'd already achieved all your goals. Driving that car and you're feeling powerful, or you're on the beach and you're feeling relaxed. But feel it right now when you're visualizing it. It's called acting as if.
You only attract in your life that which you believe and feel worthy of. The love you attract into your life, the abundance you attract into your life, the opportunities you attract into your life, all come as a direct reflection of what you feel worthy of.
Remember this: you will never beat the universe giving. Become a giver. And it's amazing because people think if they give, they lack. But the opposite happens. When you give, it's given back to you, usually multiplied from sources you never expected. But give with an open heart and keep giving. Keep giving. What you give, you must receive. It's a universal law.
Close your eyes and imagine what it would feel like to already have what you want. How would you walk? How would you talk? How would you think and act? Embody that version of yourself, the one who already has everything they desire. Let that feeling flood your entire being. And then when you are fully immersed in that state, speak the words "it is done." Say it with conviction. Say it with belief. Feel the shift in your energy as you speak it. Because in that moment, you are no longer asking, you are receiving. The door to your dreams is wide open, and all that is required of you is to step through it.
God has great things in store for all of us, but too often we don't think we deserve it. We've made too many mistakes, and we don't see how it could happen. Instead of receiving the mercy, receiving the approval, receiving the abundance, we come up with excuses. I can't get well. You saw the report. I can't be blessed. I've had a rough past. I'll never have abundance. I don't have the training. We don't realize we're self-sabotaging our future. We want to be blessed. We're praying for favor. But because of how we feel about ourselves, we're pushing away the very things that we want.
You must willingly give and graciously receive. You have to understand that this entire universe is based on a law of circulation. You've got to keep the energy circulating. You're merely a terminal through which it flows. We've got to willingly give and graciously receive. And you see, willingly giving, that's the expression of a lot of faith. But it isn't blind faith. It's faith based on understanding of these laws. So as you dig into this law of receiving, start to thinking of who you can give to, what you can give, where you can give, and then give everywhere you go. Give the very best you've got. And you know something? You'll receive the very best the universe has. It's sitting there waiting for you.
Very often all we do is exchange prosperity. Somebody gives you something and you right away give it back. Or you reciprocate. Or somebody takes you to lunch and you immediately have to take them to lunch. Or somebody gives you a gift and you immediately have to give them a gift. Learn to receive, learn to accept, learn to say thank you and just receive. The universe likes to know that you can receive and not just exchange. And sometimes you don't need to give back to the person that gave to you. You'll give to somebody else at another time. But learn to accept. A lot of us have problems with that.
I do not believe that prosperity is possible for anyone without some kind of giving. As a matter of fact, everyone is always giving in some way or another. For example, I suppose that you get a salary, and whatever you get because you give. A person who works for a paycheck, for example, is giving. In life itself, we're always giving. And whatever we give to life, whatever we give to our profession, whatever we give to our jobs, we receive in like measure.
God has gifts for you. He has mercy, wisdom, favor. You don't earn it. You don't work for it. It's not based on your education, your background. It's a gift. But these gifts won't do you any good if you don't receive them. What you're receiving is what's going to come to pass. If you're receiving the doubt, the negativity, I can't get well, can't break this addiction, I'll always be lonely, you're receiving the wrong things. Start receiving the gifts. Receive the promises. Receive the abundance. Receive great relationships. Receive a long, healthy life. Receive a bountiful, productive, abundant year.
So the messages that you need to be reminded that you are on the right path are right in front of you. They're in the paper that's in your hand. They're in the looking in the eyes of your beloved. They're in your path. You just have to be open to receiving them. You have to open your heart to co-create this life with an energy far beyond your physical sight. And when you do that, my friends, everything unfolds naturally and anything is possible. Anything is possible.
Giving is the precursor to receiving. So we must willingly give to as many people on a daily basis based on the value that we have to give them that we can. That's our family, our friends, our colleagues, and as much of the wider world as possible. Give, 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 and give genuinely without any strings attached, and the universe will give us back in abundance. And it's really important, just as we give genuinely and willingly, we must graciously receive and be grateful with it. There's that word gratitude again. It is so powerful, this law, the law of receiving, but it always starts with giving.
No, there is no God in the sky or anywhere else to either turn on or turn off anyone's blessing or benefit. A person turns on his own blessing, a person turns off his own blessing or benefits, whatever you want to call it. Giving and receiving, to me, are two ends of the same stick. There cannot be any correct receiving without a correct understanding of giving. A person who has the attitude and the practice of giving is also a receiving person. That the more people learn to give, the more they receive, because giving opens a person to receiving.
I was taught the more you give, the more you receive. It's actually a limiting belief that you need to give to receive. You really have to receive to give. You can't give what you don't have. And we limit ourselves by saying we give to receive. No, I focus 100% of giving after I've received. So I focus only on receiving, allowing it to come through me with appreciation for others. If you can have a perspective of more than enough of everything and for everyone, things will come to you more rapidly and accurately.
All that we desire, all that we can ever envision or hope to attain is already provided for us. It's already available and will ever be awaiting our acceptance. Then the only thing that we have to do, which is a huge part of the equation, is accept it. God's giving it to you, just accept it. But we struggle. Why? We rarely, almost never, talked about receiving. In fact, it was just the opposite of that. We were taught to what? Give, give, give. So I believe that I'm not the only one that grew up feeling guilty for desiring or for asking for what it is that I want. I think guilt is a big part of this process. So the universe is just picking up on my energy going like, well, he's asking for it a whole lot, but man, oh man, he's feeling guilty about receiving it. Guess what? They offset each other. And then all of a sudden, guess what? You don't get to receive it. Why? Well, because I'm walking around feeling guilty about receiving it.
Most people think that the affirmation or the visualization is how I ask the universe for what I want. But you've already asked the universe for what you want through the living of life, through the feeling of contrast, through the launching of the rockets of desires. And Source has already answered what you want. The solutions to your problems have already been given. The answers to your questions have already been given. But you must find a way to make yourself to them.
Now, this is one of the biggest blocks for people when it comes to attracting more abundance, to attracting love, towards attracting opportunities. It's that if there is a feeling there that says, I'm not worthy, there is something wrong with me, it's like the lens through which you see reality, it's always reflecting that back.
But receiving is a willful act. And what you have to understand is just like all things in physical reality, Receiving is an energy, and that energy can either come across as friend, or that energy can come across as a foe, depending on your relationship with receiving. Because whatever is coming, you're receiving. You're always receiving. Now, of course, you're receiving through the filters of your ego and your subconscious and your unconscious. So receiving from the universe, if you're going to sit there and go, I just want to receive what the universe gives me, you're actually taking a chance on it coming as an enemy. Because if what you need right now is punishment because you did something, because of your belief constructs, and you say, I'm going to receive something, it could very well come to be something that you don't like or didn't want. Maybe you receive a sickness because that sickness is going to lead you to more empowerment. So you see, receiving needs to be focused. It needs to be understand it's energy. It's energy information. And so you have to learn to understand how to utilize that energy.
We are so good at giving. We want to give, but we are so bad at receiving. So we have like a PhD in giving, but we are kindergarten, grade 1 level of receiving. We feel so embarrassed. We feel so shy. We feel bad about receiving. But when you think of giving and receiving cycle, somebody has to receive in order for somebody to give. So by your receiving, you complete the cycle of giving and receiving. So somebody has to be the giver and somebody has to be the receiver. So if you are willing, vulnerable enough to receive, you can give the opportunity for someone to give. So I think receiver needs a gut, because everybody wants to be a giver, not the receiver. So if you become a receiver, you are giving the opportunity of the giver to enjoy it. So it's, I think, a more courageous thing to do to receive. So you have to learn how to receive. By receiving so much, you can give.
Now, there's something about giving that allows us to be in the same feeling as the receiving side of it. So if there is something that you want to receive, focus first on giving to other people, and you'll notice that when you compliment other people or when you give out that positive energy, you will start to feel the same way that you are giving. You will feel that on the same side. That's because whether it's the receiving or the giving, it is the same type of feeling.
Well, we've got to realize that everything we're seeking is seeking us. We've got to be open to the good that we're looking for in life. We've got to understand that the only way to receive good is to give good. We've got to put it out and we take it on. If I cause someone I come in contact with to feel good about themselves, I am going to feel good because I put that good through me to get to them. So you see, I receive simultaneous with giving. They're all hooked together. You can't separate them. It's the flip side of the coin. But before we can receive, we've got to give. Now, you know, it's like we say, how can I give if I haven't got it? But you have got it. You have got it. You give what you have got. You see, I think you should give your time, your energy, your loyalty, your knowledge, your money. Keep giving it, and you're going to keep getting more. When we open ourselves up to receive, we're going to find that we are in a relaxed state.
Life is all about balance. So the universe needs to know that you can handle the energy that is going to be received, that is going to be transmitted, the reward, the manifestation that is going to be given. And if your life is completely out of balance right now, meaning your breath is out of balance, meaning your energy circulation is out of balance because everything's interconnected, then you will find that the universe will not know, because there's too much chaos going on, what to actually deliver to you. When your body is in balance, energies go in absolute alignment, right? That's why we say where focus goes, energy flows and results show. But it's very hard to focus that energy if you don't practice to balance your energies. So the universe can only deliver when it knows your energy is strong enough to be able to receive that thing.
The art of receiving, you know, how you go about opening your receptor sites. And that's such an important thing, because many people have been programmed to think that the way through life is by doing. And it's important, but it's important to have also build into the cycle of receiving. So you're not just putting out. You're also welcoming your ability to receive more. And the interesting thing is, you can work on it purely on this end, in the sense that the more you open your receptor sites to receiving, all sorts of things start popping up around you all the time. There's a great quote from Franz Kafka who said that you don't need to do anything. Be very still and ordinary. Just sit and listen. The universe will roll in ecstasy at your feet. It has no choice.
You must create a space for the good that you desire. Now, to create a space for the good that you desire, you must give something. You have to let go of something before you can receive something. As you activate ideas in your mind and send off a charge of energy, your brain will take on an equal amount of energy of a like nature. If you send out a negative thought, your brain is going to take on an equal amount of negative energy. However, if you send out a positive energy, your brain is going to take on an equal amount of positive energy. This is so basic, and yet it's so misunderstood.
If you go to God and ask for something, don't you think God's going to give you more than your friend would? Ask, and it shall be given. Seek, and you'll find. Knock, and it will be opened for you. For everyone who asks receives, and everyone who seeks finds, and everyone who knocks, the doors will be opened. If a son asks bread of his dad, is his dad going to give him a stone? If he asks for a fish, will the dad give the kid a serpent? If he asks for an egg, will he give him a scorpion? If you, being not as good as God, know how to give good gifts to your own children, how much more will your Heavenly Father give you who ask?
The more you give, the more you receive. It is true, but I would say you can only give what you receive. You can only give what you have. Whatever you have, you've gotten it from somewhere, right? From the time your mother conceived, you've received something. A spark, an egg, you've received everything. You can only give what you've received. So in actuality, you're putting yourself at a diminished capacity if you're focused in on giving, in some sort of quid pro quo that, well, the more that I give, the more I'm going to get back. Some kind of trade. It's not a negotiation. Universe doesn't work that way. Universe is one. Therefore, if I'm connected to everything and everyone, and I truly believe with all my faith that there's abundance in the universe, then what I really should be telling myself is the more I receive, the more I can give.
Pray for your children and others to have a better life, not for you to have a better life. For it is in the giving that we receive. Want to not want, not need, not desire anything, but to feel good now and feel complete and whole now. Our prayer should always be, God, take away my wanting, take away my needing, take away my desire. God, help me feel good now and feel complete and whole right now.
See, the giving and the receiving are all tied together. They're not separate. You've got to be open to receive, but you'll be open to receive when you really understand the concept of giving. This is an orderly universe, and energy is forever moving. You have to understand that your life is full right now. Now, it may not be full of what you want, but your life is full. Your calendar is full. All your time is spoken for. You'll say, well, it's really not. I've got a lot of wasted time. That's how you're using it then. We must replace the waste with productivity. And for everything in your life you don't want, it's part of what your life's full of. What you've got in your life is a reflection of what you've been giving. And if you want greater good, you've got to give greater good. The more good we put out, the more we're going to take on. We don't have to worry about what we're going to receive. Let's understand the receiving is governed by law. And the basic law behind it is in giving. And as you give, you receive.
Understand that we can think about receiving in the same way that we might think about a radio station. Now, when you think of a radio station and receiving the frequency on 920 FM, the idea is that unless you are operating or you are resonating at the same frequency, you won't perceive of that reality. Now, the idea behind this is that what you must be able to learn to do is to act as if, which means to model the same type of language, the same type of thought patterns, the same type of actions, in order to then allow that to become who you are being in the present moment, to experience and perceive of that.
When you're not having something that you want, it's because on some level you're not allowing yourself to accept it. But you see, life is here for us. It's here for us, and it's here to support us in every way. But remember, what we give out, we get back. So if we're stingy with life, then life will be stingy with us. It's just that simple. If we steal from life, life will steal from us.